hope I get it together.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Y'all work with me.
It's not acting right.
I see you live on YouTube.
You see me live?
Like, I can't see you, but you just went live on YouTube.
I know, but the screen's acting funny. Can you see me now?
On YouTube?
Oh, right, on YouTube. No, you should be able to see me now.
Hang on.
This is what YouTube is showing. You heard me?
1 second. I'm looking now.
This is what YouTube is showing. I can change it. I could turn.
I see it.
I could.
What's happening? Okay, I see you now.
You see me, but when I turn it around, this is what you see. So, I'm going to just turn it around. Have no fear, guys. We will work it out. No, wait. It might have something to do with the mirroring.
Maybe. Now I can see your house.
I know, right? All right, hold on a second. I think I accidentally mirrored twice. That's what it is. So I think I'm supposed to mirror from here.
Okay.
I think I mirrored twice, and that was throwing the system off. There you go. All right, hold on a second. Whew, this is so scary. All right, let's try it again. There you go. I was mirroring twice, and that was a big issue for my people. No, there you go. How's everybody looking? How are you doing? I love your ceiling. Thank you. How you doing? Is everybody okay? Okay. Welcome to the other side of the table. I'm going to put my headpiece on and Desi, take it away. I don't know if that's a compliment or what. Whatever, Miss Youth, whatever. You are. Long time, yes. Yes, and it's hot this week. The COVID ended, and celebrities came out swinging. According to the protesters, it ended. They were like, what COVID? Fight, 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 fight. I was like, Lord have mercy. What's the new name of the street? Because this is a political pettiness. So, I'm sorry, Desi. Let me understand. I'm a little ignorant. What is the address where 45 lives? Oh my God! What? Desi, say it for the people on the back of the bus. Drop the cards. Drop the cards. Drop the cards. That. Breathe. Breathe it in. There's nothing better than political pettiness. I know. I know. See, that's what I saw. I didn't understand the name of the street had been renamed. I saw the yellow Black Lives Matter, and I was like, oh, this is funny. I didn't know that the whole address had been changed. Wow. Wow. Yes. Yes. Well, come on, Desi. The levels of petty that America has been through for 3.5 years? Man, get out of here. But it was a humdinger though. This was a humdinger. this was bingo. What? Tracy, we can only hear you on live. What? All right, hold on. This is so disturbing. Well, now I can't hear you guys either. What's happening? Oh, I got it. I'm so sorry, guys. Desi, say something. Hold on, guys. Oh, I hear you now. I had to turn the TV off, so let me turn it back on. Are you good?
Yep.
Keep talking, because I need to make sure I got this situated.
No worries.
Keep talking to each other.
Do the people miss our touchdown dance? Not that it matters.
We can touchdown dance again. Don't get it twisted. Just let me see something.
Like I said, all I need now is a check, and I'm good.
Yes. When two are in agreement. Don't let me you. Don't let me bring out the Bible teacher in me.
Stay right there, guys.
How good that's gonna be when we get our ancestral check. And it fell from Black Lives Matter Plaza.
Give me my 40 acres in the field.
Just say it. Amen.
Amen.
Ugh. Whose idea was that? That was the mayor, right? The mayor of DC?
I think so.
Okay. I was gonna say, I feel like that had to go through several approvals because he couldn't just do that.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, knights riding symbolic donkeys and elephants. Justices Brett Kavanaugh, Sonia Sotomayor, Chief Justice John Roberts, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, bishops standing guard to protect the Supreme Court. Pawns, elephants for the Republicans and donkeys for the Democrats, are the first line.
Why the hell?
White one, y'all are in France. Why is this shit over
We
here?
know.
What school got some type of? I was like, really? I was like, I'm not understanding this. And then for him, I was like, why are you taking issue of it? Come get your shit.
They're not gonna do that. You know, we always pay tribute to the colonizers.
Yeah, that's a damn shame too.
I remember I lived in, oh my gosh, Georgia, and they had Jefferson Davis Highway, and I was like, nope.
Yeah,
Y'all
don't
look
go on it. He was a
Y'all
crossdresser. He was a crossdresser.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was. Because he as a woman.
All right.
When shit got hurt, he escaped but dressed like a woman. He was a crossdresser.
Oh no.
Harry, who was a cross-dresser?
Jefferson Davis, the president of the Confederate.
I believe it.
I don't care if it was one night. He was a cross-dresser.
We were talking.
The original Medea.
Yep.
I believe it.
We were talking about all the monuments that have been dedicated to colonizers, and we get this one thing in DC. Why can't we touchdown dance? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And all of these Confederate statues and stuff are up.
And for the slaves who aren't free yet, can you please repeat it?
Just saying, we are allowed this one thing
Right.
to celebrate and enjoy.
Right.
When you all have had hundreds of Confederate monuments and dedications to this person, this highway. I'm speaking specifically to Jefferson Davis Highway and Robert E. Lee Days, whole days dedicated
That's right.
to that.
Yes.
So let us celebrate.
Desi, could you say it one more time for our ancestors that died? One more time.
One more time.
One more time.
So again, Black people are allowed to celebrate this one. Let us have it. Again, we celebrate all of these. Well, no, not we. They celebrate all of these colonizers and people who landed here, and you know the genocide of this group, this ethnic group, and that ethnic group, and they're still commemorating those people in 2020.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the new
Exactly.
address is 1600
Formerly, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is now Black Lives Matter Plaza. Period. Yes.
And put my cards in one hand.
Wait, Erica, you're like this. All right, guys.
Okay, well,
now on to
let's go from Black excellence to the mess. So,
right.
I'm just saying, let's go to the mess. Okay, so Stevie J and Faith Evans, his wife, apparently got into it last week when the police were called to their home over a domestic violence call. The word is reportedly that Faith, and this is allegedly, let me say that, allegedly, blacked two of Stevie's eyes. Both of, well, he only has two. So she blacked both of Stevie's eyes and jumped on him. The article isn't stating why this took place. All we know is Faith Evans was arrested and Stevie J is somewhere hiding with some sunglasses on, I'm sure. So we're gonna look at whether or not Stevie and Faith Evans are going to stay together.
Wait a second. How mad do you need to be? Like, what could he have said to her? For her to black both eyes. What'd you say, Kelly?
So he was going back to Jocelyn.
Oh, no.
That's it.
Listen, I don't even think that's enough. I'm pretty sure she would have been like, okay, she can have you.
Exactly. Did he bring up Biggie? Like, what did he say?
Doesn't matter what spread we do.
Oh,
No.
no. You do you now. You too grown. You grown.
Sound like something I tell my granddaughter.
Right.
But it's true. What could you possibly say to somebody that would make them?
Yes, Daisy, what is that?
It had something to do with a female, because Stevie is hot in his tail anyway.
Yes, he is.
He's not a one-woman man anyway.
Yes.
Can I go first, Brittany?
Yeah, go for
Yes.
it. She's
Go for it.
She's like, let me go. Y'all can talk nonsense. I gotta do this. Go, girl.
Now the rest of it, I'm just going off of two cards, and right now, I got the Empress in the first card, and that looked like somebody pregnant, and he's trying to. And I got the Moon card covering it.
Ooh. What I tell y'all? And I ain't even put them down yet.
That is
I
so
got the Moon
embarrassing.
card cover. So that's deception, and over the Empress, which is fertility and creativity. Somebody is probably pregnant, and he tried his best to cover it up. But it's something that Stevie actually happy about. This fool is actually happy about it. He loves babies.
Callie?
Honestly, gathering, he does love he love his kids. He love babies, and he love making them. And making them he good. How many kids this fool got anyway? Is he like Future now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, in a past position, I got the Knight of Pentacles. It's something that's whoever he had he's potentially allegedly got pregnant. It's something that more than likely is something new.
Yeah.
This is not something new. And he's been with this person for a while. He's been dealing, I'm not gonna say he's been with this person because he is.
This is the other woman, Callie?
I-
He's known this other woman for years.
he's been with this other person for some time. Because the Knight of Pentacles is like slow and steady, growth. And so I'm taking that to watch the seeds of his intentions growing. So this is a relationship that's been going on for a minute. And I think he was trying to get her pregnant anyway. Because, like I said, it's talking about the seeds of intention that's been planted and sprouting. I think this was intentional. I think he was getting this person pregnant intentionally. I think this was done in intention. And then I had a high priestess. So I think Faith knew. Faith was aware of this woman. But she was not aware of a pregnancy. So I think that's why she hit the fan. And then I got the Knight of Swords. And that's either Stevie running from the situation or warning towards something. What the Knight of Swords is talking about. So the Knight of Swords is talking about unexpected messages. So she got the news very quickly and unexpectedly. He was caught off guard by this. He was caught off guard by this, and he was caught off guard about her finding out. Oh, that fight, that fight got hot and heavy because the Knight of Swords is talking about expect and be prepared for highly animated conversations that need to be had. So that conversation that they had, that fight, it started off as a conversation like let's out or whatever, but then it switched. I got the Chariot, I think this is I got the Chariot card. I think they're going to try and attempt to move past the situation. Because that's a movement. I think they're going to try to work things out. Because the Chariot represents purpose, direction, and the clarity of mind necessary to move forward powerfully in your life. So this card is probably talking about, trying to, if they're not going to move together, and I can't definitely see whether or not they're going to be together, but separately they're trying to, like Stevie wants to move. He's like, okay, this is what happened, and let's move forward with this.
That is such a man's mantra.
I know.
Faith is kind of stuck in her emotions, so she doesn't know how to really deal with this, how to process this. Stevie is like, let's okay, whatever. Let's move on. This shit happened, let's move on. And it has an extra source in the environment. I think Faith is trying to protect her peace of mind. Because it's talking about using your strength as your words, or whether it's your strength and your will to shape or destroy your own destiny. So I think she's kind of in a protective mode right now. And she's kind of seeing that everything that she knows is kind of falling apart. Because as you can see, it's like the stairwell and the light coming through, and then you also see these you can't really see, but it's mathematical symbols around it. So she is trying to, she is trying to figure things. Stevie know he fucked up. We already know Stevie is like, okay, this shit happened, let's move on. But Faith is trying to figure shit out. I think she's trying to figure out how the fuck this happened and how she got to where she is now. She's trying to figure out how she got to this point.
Yeah.
Allow herself to get to this. She is heartbroken. She is heartbroken. And she's devastated. And she's embarrassed. And I have the King of Wands in that final position.
Does anybody know what Stevie's sign is?
Oh, I was checking.
Let me see.
everybody's
Scorpio?
sign.
Scorpio?
Thank you. Okay.
That explains so much.
Oh, no.
And I think Faith is a Gemini.
Oh, well, that,
I see her. I got her too.
that's the Ace of Swords. That's her. That's definitely her.
I also think she's at Knight of Swords too.
Oh,
Knight of Swords. Yeah.
absolutely. That's distress.
Okay. Thank you so much, Callie. Okay, can we move on to Erica? I got two Ericas. it's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I can go.
Go for it.
Okay. I have the King of Pentacles, which I consider as Stevie. Covering Stevie is the Five of Swords. There's a disagreement, arguments going on with him and Faith. Underneath of it is the Nine of Swords. Both of them, I feel like both of them have restless nights.
Wait,
He's
hold on a second. You said both of them what?
I think both of them be having restless nights. That both of them are worried. That's what I feel.
Okay, got it.
She's worried about him stepping out. He's worried about getting caught. In the past, I have the Three of Swords. She's hurt. I feel like that's her. I also feel a little bit of him. He's hurt because he, like you said, he didn't mean for her to find it out. So he's hurt as well. Crowning is the Lovers. So like you said before, the Lovers always has a third person.
Yes.
So I feel as though this is the third person that both of them are thinking about. In the past is the Two of Pentacles. Stevie now, to me, that's Stevie trying to figure out how to juggle these two women and the situation that he's in. In the U position, I have the Empress, which I feel like it's somebody that's pregnant as well. And he is always it's crossing his mind because he really didn't mean for that to happen, or he didn't mean for it to get out like it did. In his environment is the Four of Wands. So somebody celebrated. And he's celebrating because it's another child. I feel like he loves, like you said, he loves children. He wanted children, so he's probably celebrating inside. He's not doing it on the outside where she can notice how he feels about the new child, not about the new child. In the environment, fear, hopes and fears. I have the World. I got kind of confused on the World. It's like you accomplished whatever it is that you was trying to set and what you were setting out to do. So it's got me thinking, was he setting out to get somebody pregnant? Was he trying to get somebody pregnant? And that's what happened. And in the outcome, I have the Seven of Pentacles. It's like To me, that's him and Faith trying to figure out what the outcome is going to be. Maybe what the child is going to be, if the child is really his. I think they're just sitting around, they're just waiting on an outcome. And then I feel as though after they figure out what the outcome is, then maybe Faith will decide whether or not she wants to be with him. But I think that he probably be telling her, like, it probably ain't mine, you know, just figure out it, let's find out if it's mine or not. If it's mine, then we can go forward. So that's how I feel in the reading.
Thank you.
I just got off of Intuitive Gems reading. Maybe it's not him that was trying to intentionally get the woman, alleged other woman. Maybe it was her intention.
Oh, as far as the Empress, where the Empress is at? Cause didn't you say you feel like he was with her for a while?
Yeah, I got the Knight of Pentacles, but then you had, I can't remember what card you said that it might have been done with intent. I'm like, maybe it was the lady's intent to get pregnant by him.
Okay. Yeah, that's in the you position.
Yeah. I think because I just got that across my brain, like maybe it was her intention.
That's good.
Oh, she probably, okay. She probably did try to, and hid it from me.
That's a good observation. A lot of girls do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Callie. That's good.
Good observation.
Oh, no problem. I'm looking at my card too. I'm just like, maybe it was her intention.
Okay, thank you so much, Erica.
You're welcome.
Okay, Erica O, you're next up. Go for it.
So I do teacup readings.
Wow.
That is.
That's what I'm talking about.
So what I do is I see pictures in a teacup, and then I try to make interpret the impressions of that. So the first thing I saw were a whole lot of dogs. So the dog can be a negative person sucking the energy out of you. You can cooperate on several projects, but you also have to be independent. So, you know, maybe they might have to go their separate ways that way. It's also protection in matters of law and finance. It's also saying to keep the faith no matter what's going on.
That's funny. Keep
To give loyalty. Yeah, that's what I saw. It's offering, giving loyalty, but it also means friendship or fidelity, but one of the dogs was upside down clearly, so that's probably infidelity. Okay. I see blobs, and blobs could be a warning of lawsuits.
What did you
But
say?
in the position, blobs, BLOBS.
Oh, blobs?
Yes.
Wow.
So blobs, blobs can be a warning of a lawsuit, but in the format that I'm seeing them, it's more like the disappointment. Disappointment. I see a cat, and the cat is beware of cheating and fraud, deception, and whatever released. And you have to release whatever relationship you release will be replaced with someone entirely suitable for you. It's also jealousy of an enemy or a friend. And someone is upset with you going forward. I got the letter T. That means Tracy. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't put me in this.
So T means powerful, truthful, and a plan being hatched. Okay, I also got an anchor. And an anchor is somebody you need to take a holiday, possibly by water. So maybe they just need to take a break. Maybe Faith needs to go take a vacation. Someone is dependent on another person in business matters. It's been said that Stevie married Faith for money and to avoid some lawsuits and everything. And stress is getting to you. I saw a star, which means happiness, good fortune, success, growth, and growing closeness. By itself, I don't know what that means, but maybe that indicates Stevie and the baby. I see a lady. That means a maternal figure. This person usually refers to a Virgo, but neither of them are Virgo, so maybe it's the other woman. And I see a bat. So a bat.
I got a Virgo woman.
Okay.
Oh.
Good. So
Is the Page of Pentacles a Virgo woman?
Yes, but I
Taurus,
also
Virgo, Capricorn.
I also got a Page of Pentacles, which could represent the child of the Virgo woman.
Oh, okay.
So it might be a little.
And lastly, I got.
Desi got the same thing.
Sorry, go ahead, Erica.
Okay. And lastly, I got a bat. So that's protection in long life or false friend plotting. Letting go of what no longer suits you and feeling depression. Back to you, Desi.
I love that.
So what did you get out of that, Erica?
Okay, little Tracy.
I was waiting for Tracy to say it. I had to put
Take
it in.
over, Erica B. Intuitive Jam, take it over.
So what I get out there, there's definitely some deception, infidelity. And Faith pretty much needs to step away and get rid of him, live her life, and be happy.
All right, so the question was, are they going to stay together? The answer I'm getting is a no. And here's why. Okay, so I was shuffling, and normally when I shuffle, stuff falls out of my hand, and that kind of tells me where initially I'm supposed to go. I get initial messages before I lay a spread down. And so I'm shuffling again, and as you all are talking, I just happen to look down at the bottom of the deck. And
everybody got that.
Three of Swords and
wait, this is my
the tower.
See? What is it? I don't understand. Okay, so
wait, Callie, what are you putting up? The devil, or what is that?
The devil?
Yeah.
Wait. Look,
yeah.
Intuitive is that karma? What is that one? The devil too?
The shadow.
That's the devil.
Which is the devil.
That's the devil. Similar bottom cards.
Okay, so the way that I got it is, I think you all are spot on. The truth, I think, came out, but the truth was also came out in a confusing way for Faith, where it felt like chaos. Like, I feel like she felt like she finally got to a place of kind of calm waters with Stevie, or like a place where they could coexist together peacefully. And this revelation threw her into chaos. I do think this Knight of Swords is her response to this chaos and her fighting her way out of the chaos. I do see this little girl here, and she's next to the Ace of Wands, which definitely tells me that this is a pregnancy. It may or may not be a girl. But I also see that card as mom, the mother of this new child, because I think the mother of this new child, her energy, it comes across as being very immature, very, I don't want to say it this way, but I'm going to say it this way. It comes across as being very immature and very almost like gold diggery. Yeah. And she
ain't messing with no gold diggers.
And I don't know what she would want with Stevie, but here she is.
And
he must be able to lay it down. He must lay it down.
They say he can. Tracy. That's what I hear. Yeah.
Listen,
this big old Ace of Wands is right there.
Right there.
Lays it down, I don't know. No, many of us will fall.
They say that's a trait of Scorpios.
Yes.
What is the Ace of Wands?
Yes. Laying
Being
down.
endowed.
Whoa. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the mom comes off as an immature energy, and of course the baby's gonna come off that way too. But I'm getting more mom is very like, what can you do for me at this point in time, because this is your baby kind of thing. And and I think at some point she's gonna look to Faith for her piece of the pie. And I think Faith is hurt and embarrassed and disappointed.
Yes. Yeah.
But I also get that Faith is pissed on another level, because what I got in my head was, I'm doing all this to help you out and with your other children, and you show up with yet another child. That's how she looks. Like I'm hanging on to what I have. You're not gonna take from me. Yep.
Yeah.
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 She's like, here I am. I'm doing all of this to help you, Stevie, and you show up with another baby, another mouth that I have to take care of. That's kind of how that comes across. I don't think that in her putting her hands on him, I don't think she was prepared for the amount of attention that she would get from that. I think she's, again, hurt and embarrassed by that. Yeah. And I do think that it forces them to transform their relationship. I think it's over.
Yeah.
I think it's done. Done and dusted. It's done.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things here from everyone that I was getting. What if she knew about the pregnancy? What if it's like, okay, it happened, blah, 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 blah. What if she knew? They've only been married 6 months, right? How long have they been married? Longer?
Years. Couple years.
Couple of years. Okay. What if she knew about the pregnancy but wanted to keep it under wraps?
Mm-hmm.
What if it's like, I get a couple of things. I also feel like not only does she know the person, but then I'm like, could it be a best friend? Because I'm wondering what would make her black somebody's eyes out, right? Because that has to be extreme. So best friend could be one of those things, one, or the child energy. What if the child saw something? Like, what would make you all black somebody's eyes out? Where you go, where you're lost. You go lost so badly that by the time you get, by the way, I don't see court here. By the time you get in front of the judge is going to be like, I understand.
Yeah.
So it's so extreme. Yes, he married her for money. Faith, how could you not see that? He married you for money. The only other thing could be is he married her for business, and then he took money. But I can't see her blacking out over money unless he left her broke. I do get my yes card in a past position, so absolutely not are these two gonna last. I'll say it that way. Even if there's a psychological, because I think Faith is crazy now. She might be over the edge. And sometimes when you go over the edge, sometimes it takes a while to come back to normal. So even if there's a momentary time where he can convince her to let's do this again, I believe that. I just think at this stage of the game, they have to break up at some point. Because you know how, like, when something happens, like just in your own family, and somebody cheats, your whole family's going to be like, what you going to do about it? What you going to do about it? What you going to do about it? What you going to do? And it drives you crazy. So I think even if she wants to get back together with him, and she does, I think the public is going to make her crazy, because I think the public tells other people what they should be doing. I'll never take them back. Never take them back. But in your private, you're putting up with the same thing, and it takes a moment to release yourself from a relationship. You know, I do domestic violence counseling, and I can tell you guys, it takes 7 times before somebody has the strength to leave permanently. 7 times. This is domestic violence, Callie, and I definitely see them getting back together. I just think, can this last? Hell no. Hell no. But Stevie's moral compass is all about sex. He thinks about it 100 times a day. I think he's a sex addict. I definitely get a pregnancy here. And unfortunately, I'm getting Faith as the Queen of Pentacles because I think she's the money girl. But this bitch right here, this is a cocky, this is a cocky little bitch. Cocky, bold. This is the woman that was probably screwing Stevie in Faith's house. That'll make you black somebody's eyes out.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's like,
yeah, because the Queen of Wands is hot. The Queen of Wands is hot.
Girl, girl, blacking out, you don't want a Queen of Wands to black out. Because when we wake up, we're going to be like, is it over? Did I take care of it? Like, we're not. Did I do the job? Is it over? We're not going to forget. We'll black out. We're not going to be like, oh, what did I do? We're going to be like, I'm in jail, and that feels good. They say,
right.
Not a fire sign. We're quiet. We're quiet people. We're easy breezy. We're like, play along to get along. I wrote a letter the other day, and one of my cohorts, she said, you're leaving kicking and screaming. Like what was that? And I was like, yeah, all year I've been putting up with crap, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So I wrote a scathing letter. Fire.
Yeah. Damn.
But I did want to point out, Erica, Smurfy, that business part, man, it's all about that money and whatever business. Like, I feel like Erica, like you said, he got into business with her over, like, it's just disgusting. And the Seven of Pentacles, intuitive gem, next to the Four of Wands, that could either
it's next to the world. It's next to the world.
It's next to Seven of Pentacles.
It's the outcome.
Next to the world. And where was the Four of Wands?
Next to the Two of Pentacles. So it's the Four of Wands is in the environment position.
Got it.
So like you said, it was somebody close to her. So when somebody said it was somebody close to her, then I seen my Four of Wands, and I was like, that makes sense. It's probably somebody that she knows, that she hangs with or celebrates with.
That might have did it in her house.
And
the world is like, listen, I get it now. Now it's all making sense. Thank you for that, Erica. Because it's almost like if people gonna find out, they're gonna find out I whooped your ass first. That's what they're gonna find out. I'm not gonna be shamed. I'm not gonna let this story get out and everybody's like, so what you gonna do, Faith? And how embarrassing, blah, 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 blah. She's like, no, I'm gonna whip your ass. Your eyeballs will be bleeding. See? Exactly. I gotta know.
Is she from Philly? Is she from Philly? Faith from Philly?
She has to be an East Coast girl. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm thinking she from Philly.
New York
or New York?
I think I watched that story on them. I think she's from New York.
Yeah.
Listen.
They gave him a New York ass with it.
Brutal women. women are born in New York or Philly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Eve is from Philly.
Oh, Eve from Philly. Okay.
Him and Steve was together at one point. He did her dirty too.
Mm-hmm.
Someone just said that she's from Newark, New Jersey.
Actually,
I was
she's
gonna say
from Florida.
all up there.
She's from Florida. So guys, I've got this racist person. I don't even Aisha AEESH 2014 at iCloud.com.
Ooh.
Aisha. Oh, wait. Wait.
Just giving out people information.
Oh no.
Oh yes, I am. Aisha.
Aisha?
Aisha?
Yeah. Tried to FaceTime me while I was on the radio show, and I'm like, what is this? What is this? And then, so maybe I should just play the message on live. Hold on a second.
Yeah, play that message.
Hold on.
Here's Erica with the mess.
Wait, stop talking. Stop talking. Hold on. Stop. Stop laughing. Because they sent me a message and they're like KKK. And I was like, okay. Stay quiet. Let me get this. Where's my speaker at? Never mind. Oh, I know exactly who this is. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? This might have been her daughter.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Daughter might not have been on there.
Huh?
Daughter might not supposed to have been on there. You're going to get her in trouble.
I recognize the voice. I know exactly who it is. All right.
You get ready to slam somebody.
Yes, because you know why? Because then the person wrote KKK.
Like the KKK, white people KKK?
I don't know. That's why I was like, oh.
Maybe those are her initials, Tracy. God.
Now that I'm looking at the name, whatever. All right.
Oh, God.
Okay, so, has anybody seen, and Tracy, you were texting me about it while you were watching, but has anybody seen this new Epstein documentary that's on Netflix? It's called Filthy Rich.
I've seen part of it.
Oh my God.
You gotta watch the whole thing.
You have to watch the whole thing because they name names.
Yeah.
And these went, and here's what's so crazy about them naming names. Like, I expected the usual suspects like Trump and Clinton, of course, because, yeah. But when they said Chris Tucker was on the island with these girls, I lost it. I said, oh.
What you say, Callie?
What you say?
Don't make me die.
I could not. I was not prepared for them to say a random name like Chris Tucker. And anyway, I kind of wanted to bring up the connection between Epstein and Naomi Campbell that sort of came out last week, right? Okay, so there is this anonymous hacker. He goes by the name Anonymous, and I believe he's
back.
on.
He's back.
Yes. Yes. Well, he revealed some of the names in the Little Black Book of Jeffrey Epstein. And one of the names that he, obviously Ivanka and Ivana were in there, but the name that came out that people lost their minds over, aside from Chris Tucker, was Naomi Campbell. And I've been hearing for years, and I don't know if you guys have heard the same thing, but I've heard for years that she was a madam. Like, she was also a recruiter.
Yeah.
And she looked like one.
Right.
She really looks like one.
Right. She looks
She
like
does.
one. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Crazy, isn't she the one that be throwing her cell phone at assistants and stuff?
Yes.
That's her.
Yeah. Isn't she the one that don't have a hairline?
Don't go there, Callie.
You're right.
Yes, Callie.
Her wig flew back and it was just forehead. You're right.
She got a bigger forehead than Tyra Banks.
But Tyra's is natural. This was the ghost of a, this was a shadow of a line.
Lost hair, right.
Yeah.
She got really big hairline.
She did. It was like an outline of and then nothing. And so I'm just curious as to what you all think about. Oh, I was going to say this too. I didn't want to believe it until I saw the picture of her with Epstein. And Epstein had this little girl like on his arm. She looked really young. And it looked like Naomi was sort of corralling her. And I'll show that picture if I can. Here, I have it pulled up. What do we think about this? And why aren't these people going to jail? Like,
Well, I mean, going into jail is relative. You know, Epstein, is he dead? Did they find a new place for him to live? Or is he dead? Whatever it is.
he's dead.
There were
But, and I don't believe he
there were secrets that went with him. And that might have been a design for not having a camera that was pointed at his cell. And for the two guards falling asleep, who, by the way, are up on charges. And you know they're probably black guards. You know, they set up probably two black, guards, because that's how the system is run, to watch that time frame. They got tricked, and before you know it, this dude is dead.
I think somebody got something put in a drink. The guards that fell asleep.
What?
I think that they might have drank coffee. They might have had spirits telling me that somebody got something put in their drink, and that's the reason why they fell asleep.
That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense.
And he might. I don't really think that Epstein is dead. I think that them guys fell asleep so that somebody can come in and remove him out of that cell without somebody noticing him, so they can take him to another location. That's what I feel, and I feel it strongly. I really feel like those guards had something put in their drink to make them fall asleep. And I've always felt that ever since they said that it had guards, because when you're a guard in a prison, what guards fall asleep in the prison? I don't know any guards when they're on watch fall asleep.
Listen.
Unless they something or they got drugs.
I know people. That is crazy to me. I know people. Like, you don't fall asleep on your job. It's a near impossibility. What are you talking about?
And if they black, of course they're not gonna fall asleep on their job. They need their job.
Exactly.
I thank you. I thank you. I hope somebody sees this video, and I hope they can maybe use that on their for their case, that maybe they were drugged, because that's the only thing that makes sense.
I agree. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this picture. From the New York Post. So, look at the headline too. So this is the girl, the little girl, but she looks so young. Right, and then it says Ghislaine Maxwell, which, have we found her? Ghislaine? I think it's Ghislaine. And Virginia Roberts can be seen in a photo with Flavio Briatore and Naomi Campbell at the party. So doesn't she look like she's directing her where to go?
Yeah.
Right, you gotta get over there.
Yeah.
I don't know, Naomi. This is not a good look now. Doesn't look at all.
Well, Desi,
Okay.
before you go on to the next topic, I was told that Ghislaine Maxwell is under the care of the FBI.
Whoa.
Why?
Yeah, right. That's what I was going to say.
Because she has stories.
I mean, according to the documentary, she participated.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, if they lost Epstein so soon, then she's under the care of the FBI. Like, she kind of has to be protected because she's the only other person that knows things.
I see. So I wonder if she's gotten some sort of immunity of some sort in exchange for bringing down these other people.
I think that definitely she's maintaining that she has never done anything, that she has never participated. I think from the documentary, we have some of the girls that says, she brought me in. So that, you become a madam, you become a pimp at that point. And some of the girls have pointed out that it's because of her they started down this bad road. But the FBI has her under protection. And that's, you know, I was told that, and the minute somebody, I was like, got it. That makes sense.
That does make sense.
This
well, if you guys haven't seen it,
this case is not over.
I don't think so.
I mean, if you just look at the fact that Prince Andrew, which now that I'm thinking about it, the lovely princess, or formerly Princess Meghan Markle, now that I'm looking at this, I think once that came out, she told her husband, we're not going to be associated in any way with the demise of the royal, and we're going to be standing right here when all that ugly comes out. Let's get out of town.
Yeah, when all the skeletons fall out of the closet, we won't do it.
Exactly.
Right, Callie?
Yeah, I mean, Harry is so in love with Meghan, and he already. Let's put this in perspective. Harry was already on his way out of the royals before he got with Meghan.
Right.
But you can't blame everything on Meghan. Meghan just gave him that extra push.
Yes.
She gave him that motivation to actually do it because he was already partying and trying to live his own life.
Yes.
He didn't want to have nothing to do with the royals. He was already had one foot out. Then he married Meghan.
Yes.
And then those two started talking. They was trying to make the whole thing work. And then she got pregnant. And he was just like, oh, hell no, she ain't about to be my mother.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes. Now, let's also remember that Meghan, remember how she comes across? Very sweet, very demure. She's a Leo. What did we say about burning houses down with Leos? With fire women? If they did not release her, the royal would have burned.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be with actual fire.
Yeah.
Henry would have did it.
Who?
Harry would have burnt everything if they didn't release Meghan.
Oh,
he would have did it.
Oh, the anger that came out of that ginger boy. That's another thing. You don't mess with gingers. Gingers are crazy.
Right.
Crazy. You let all that fire in that head? What?
Yeah. That's a black girl thing too that Meghan did. She's like, listen, this is about to hit the fan. We finna be out.
And I love the way they did it. They did it when Grandma was on vacation. They were like, oh, if you're going to go on vacation, we're going to go on vacation to Canada. Absolutely. Have fun. They got on that plane and they're like, oh, we got away with it. It was the best exit I've ever seen.
Yeah. They were like, who's this?
Because Because meanwhile, let's put this in perspective. They stole Princess Diana's children. They stole them.
Yeah. And her life.
Yeah.
You can't.
And her life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Harry still has PTSD.
Yeah. You know what? That's what it is. It's
He still has,
PTSD.
even William. William carries it better, but Harry's the more sensitive one. And he was younger when it happened. So he still is traumatized behind it. So anything that mirrors what happened to his mother or anything that revolved around his mother that could potentially do the same to Megan, he's like, he right on it. And I see that with him. He's very protective of her.
You know, when they pulled them away from their mother, Harry was a baby.
Yeah.
He was a baby, like emotionally. He might have been 6, 7, or 8, but who leaves your child? Like, and the poor woman is forced to flee with her own life. Thank God they gave her vacation time with the boys. And then they're so cold that they put them in boarding school because the father was too busy gallivanting around with the woman, cheating on poor Princess Diana, and then finally marries that woman, Camilla. Like, Harry's pissed.
Yeah. I was gonna say they both look permanently shell shocked, if you ask me. Even still.
William is just quiet. William is quiet, but he also knows he has to follow the crown.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch the crown?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I have watched it. That put it in perspective for me.
Callie, what? Callie, it was everything.
I always wonder why Queen Elizabeth did what she did. She's very old school. Even though she was progressive, she was the first woman to be a woman royal, not only just a woman, but a woman royal to serve in WW2. And actually drive a truck. That's why you see her driving that little vehicle around the castle grounds.
Right.
I mean, she works on that thing herself. I commend her for that. That's something that she learned in the war, because that's the division she was in.
Yes.
But put it in perspective, because it's been ground in her head, the sense of duty, and it's all because of Prince Edward, who abdicated for that Wallace Simpson chick, the divorcee. And the crown fell on her father, which it should never had.
Right.
But it went to her father, and the sense of duty was beat into him, and it was beat into Elizabeth.
Yes.
So, and it was beat into Charles.
Yes.
That old dogma was beat down into them for generations.
Yes.
But when Princess Di came in, it was just like, you know, she was like a breath of fresh air, and all. They haven't gotten to that point in The Crown yet. And I don't know if they're going to touch that. But they touched Camilla. But when Princess Di got in, it was like a breath of fresh air. And they didn't know what the hell to do with her because they thought she was going to fit the bill and fulfill that role. And she was just like, wait, she's like, so I'm going to be married to this man, but it's okay for this man to have this, I won't even call her a mistress because she really wasn't a mistress. She honestly wasn't a mistress because he always was with her.
Yeah, thank you.
Diana was a mistress, technically.
Good point. Because they forced her to marry. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was a squeaky clean person.
Yeah.
She's squeaky clean, and she comes from royalty herself, but she didn't have that title.
Yes.
Because she's a Spencer.
Yes.
But I mean, all of it was just, I could understand Queen Elizabeth to a certain degree because of the crown. That doesn't, I still don't like some of the stuff that, the decisions that she made revolving Diana's death. But I kind of understand it because she's still thinking old school.
Yes, she's protecting the
And
crown.
it's been beaten to her. It's been beaten to her. She's not just herself. She's the country.
Yes, but also, Callie, we learned from watching The Crown that she never really had a voice. She had less than an eighth grade education because they didn't think a woman needed to be educated, but they would educate the men.
Yeah.
And when it came down to it, what we saw was that most major decisions she didn't make on her own. They told her.
No. What's it called over there?
All right.
Like we have the Senate and the Senate and the representatives. They got something over there that tells her what she needs to do.
Yes, exactly.
But that's hard.
And she had no choice. Like they kept brainwashing her. They kept because she had a limited education. Now we know why education is important. Because here she is ruling a whole country.
Because even when she wanted to step up and do something different, they squashed her.
Yes, absolutely.
They squashed her. She had to fall right back in line.
Yes.
So she kind of stopped. She stopped going above, going past that line. She knew her line, and she didn't cross it anymore.
Yes.
But the kids don't have to, and they proved that.
Yes.
Amen. Okay, well, if you haven't seen it on Netflix, please watch. Is The Crown? The Crown is on Netflix, right?
Yes.
Okay. The Crown is on Netflix, and so is Filthy Rich Epstein. So.
Yeah.
I know. So last topic. Let's talk about Gabrielle Union.
What happened?
Are we gonna read on her?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a reading.
Yeah, this is a reading. So.
The question.
A few weeks after the investigation, I guess NBC's internal investigation found that there was no wrongdoing on the part of America's Got Talent, and I guess that Gabrielle's charges of racism were unfounded.
Well, Desi, can I stop you for a minute? That sounds so familiar to George Floyd and the autopsy.
Yeah.
George Floyd basically killed himself. Same professional. I mean, I know I'm stretching here. I know I'm stretching it. They stretch it. The racism that the system has been put in place, that they think all they have to do is say, well, our internal investigation found it, blah, 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 blah. And you know what? Added to that, fuck Terry Crews. Fuck him. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. And all right, well.
You sell out? You sell out? No.
Well, Gabrielle's filed a lawsuit now after that internal investigation came back and said that there was no wrongdoing on the part of ABT. And so I want us to look into whether or not Gabby is going to be victorious in her lawsuit against America's Got Talent and Simon Cowell.
You know, while y'all are suffering, we're all suffering. While y'all are suffering, I want to remind NBC, we never have to watch you.
Yeah.
We're in a crisis in our country. What do you think I'm gonna want to do? Watch some stupid comedy? Right? No. We want to be out protesting. We never have to watch you, NBC. Ever. Just saying.
know what Gabby's sign is?
I'll check it.
Okay.
Scorpio.
Yeah, okay.
She's a
Yeah.
Scorpio woman.
Yep.
Did you get us? Yeah. Scorpio woman. Yeah.
But she's out in the town anyway.
What you
Oh,
say?
Lord. Don't repeat it.
No,
It's fine.
what did she say?
I said she hot in the town anyway. Both of my granddaughters are Scorpios, and they're hot.
Well,
They're hot. They gotta have it.
She
I
has
cannot.
some sex stories out. She has some sex stories out there, so you know.
Mhm.
Scorpio. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start because
Go for it.
okay, I feel like I got the story up top. And the story that I got, again, was I feel like they forced her to walk away. I feel like she felt betrayed because she really felt like they were starting to gel as a family. And I think the betrayal on the set, I feel like there's a sense of betrayal on the set. It's two ways, two folds. On the set, there's a sense of betrayal, and I also feel like once she decided to walk away, there's the betrayal. So I feel like people were saying all kind of underhanded, like cutting things to her, and that's the first betrayal. And then when she walked away, it's like their true colors all of a sudden came out. Like what they really thought about her really came out. And I do think that they did try to portray like they were a family, again, double-sided. So they portrayed like they were a family, but underneath it is the Ten of Swords. So they're like back to back like this.
Yeah.
So, and I do see a lot of money around her, like a lot of money. And I do think that oddly enough, I think they pay her to go away. Like I think they pay her to stop talking. I think she speaks up too much. I think her husband is also here because I got back to back, the Queen and the King of Cups together.
Desi.
Showing up together.
Desi.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
I think they're gonna step forward as a united front and say something. And I think whatever they say ties NBC's hands.
Right.
And they're gonna be forced to pay her. They're gonna be tangled up in this for a while, but I feel like ultimately they're gonna pay her to go away.
Yes.
And they're gonna pay her to stop talking. They just want her to stop talking.
Yes.
So will she be victorious? Yes.
Good.
But I think it's more of it's not a full victory where it's like in the court of law, this is how this is going to go. I think it's tied up in litigation for quite some time, and I think they settle with her, and I think they give her a lot of money.
Who's next?
Let's start with Erica B. Or let's continue with Erica B.
Y'all killing me. Okay, here we go.
Intuitive Jam. Go for it.
Intuitive Jam.
Okay, I have the Page of Wands, and covering her is the Seven of Swords. And the Page of Wands is new adventure, new ideas. And I think that the Seven of Swords to me is somebody's getting away with some information, or it's self-sabotage. Is that self-sabotage? No, it ain't self-sabotage. Yeah, it's sabotage though.
Mm-hmm.
I see sabotage, Unclear of if she's gonna be sabotaging herself because it's crossing her. Underneath her, I have the Six of Swords. So it's like she was moving away anyway. Or else they wanted her to leave and she didn't know. In the past, I have the High Priest. And High Priest to me is doing things traditionally. So I think that she was probably doing things traditionally on the show and they didn't approve of it. That's the reason why they didn't want her there, or they was trying to get rid of her because she wasn't playing their way. Crowning her is the Page of Swords. Some information is being, this is messages, new messages, but some information is being left out. Not everything is being told. In the Nine of Wands, I have the Nine of Wands in her future because she's standing her ground. She believes in whatever it is that she's standing for. She believes in it. The U is the Star. I got the Star. She is, that's my intuition card. So she's intuitive to me, and she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows, and she's going about it. I think the universe, I feel like the universe is giving her an outage, giving her information or leading her to the decisions that she wants to make. I think that she's praying, or else she's very intuitive, but I think she's very intuitive. She has in her environment, I have the Seven of Cups. So she has a lot of options, or else there's a lot of people that she has information on, and she has to choose which one she's. Yeah, I think she needs to choose whichever one fits the criteria of her, whoever she's going after. She has a lot of choices that she has to make of who it is that's messing with her world. Above her in the hopes and fears is the Lover's card, which tells me that her and her husband, and then I think that there may be somebody else on their team that that is working towards solving the issue with her getting fired. So there's somebody working on with her and her husband. And in the past position, I have the Eight of Cups, which means she's walking away. But when and maybe she'll come, because I just read in a book, with the Eight of Cups, you can walk away to think things through, or to for better, for clarity, and you can also come back. So maybe whatever it is that she's fighting for, maybe if she wins, maybe she can come back as maybe she might have the show. You know, but she's walking away, but I feel as though she's going to get something out of the deal. If she's going to come back to it and get something out of it, maybe she'll get a part on it. Maybe she'll take over somebody's spot. But she is walking away, but I don't think for good. I think she's going to have a part in it. in the show maybe, or she might have a show of her own. And that's what I did.
All right, thank you, Intuitive Gem. Okay, Callie.
Can't hear you, Callie.
You muted.
What happened? I'm sorry. I got the hermit in the first position. So I think in the beginning she was trying to, stay to herself and stay quiet.
Yeah.
But then I got the temperance card crossing. Temperance always means to me patience. She didn't have the patience to do it anymore. She couldn't take it anymore. So I have the 8 of Wands in the foundation position, below position. So she started to speak up, and it started, her decision to speak up happened very quickly. And when she started to, spread the news, because it's a message card, it happened so quickly, and it boiled over so quickly. And people started latching onto her story very quickly. So it was a rampant fire that was she unleashed a uncontrolled fire.
Yeah.
With the message that she came out with the news. I got the 6 of Pentacles in the past position, and I think they was trying to, on the show she was voicing her complaints and everything like that, and I think they were trying to offer her something, but it wasn't enough for her. Because the 6 of Pentacles is like a donation, or like, okay, we give you this, will this work? Will you stay on? Is this going to pacify you?
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't work, because I got the 4 of Pentacles in the Crown position. So it didn't work. Whatever offer they gave her wasn't enough for her. And then I also believe that, was it intimacy? They became stubborn and was like, well, if you can't play ball, this is what we're going to do. This is how we do things. And you have to acquiesce to it. You have to conform. So they became stubborn, and of course she's a Scorpio, so she became stubborn too.
She's a fixed sign.
Yeah, so that was inevitable. They both was hitting brick walls. I have the 10 of Wands in the future position. She's definitely down for this fight. Down for this fight. She knows it's a burden, and she knows it's a heavy burden, but she's up for it. She's up for the test. She grabbed this torch, and she's going to run with it. I have the 4 of Cups in the new position. It's another offer coming.
Mm-hmm.
If she hasn't received 3 offers already, it's 3 offers she was offered 3, she was given 3 offers already, and there's 1 more coming. And she's contemplating accepting that offer, whether to accept that offer or not. Because, she still got that stubborn energy. She's sitting there like this. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll get back to you. I got the part in her environment. I think the judgment is basically talking about the lawsuit. This lawsuit that she pressed, that she has against NBC AGT, is going to make some changes with not only AGT but all the other shows like AGT. They're gonna whatever the outcome is from her lawsuit is going to make some changes, because they can no longer hide how they do things. Because all they dirty laundry is being laid out. So they will no longer be able to hide it and brush things up under the rug. It's being revealed. So they're going to make some changes. So this is her lawsuit. And then I got the Nine of Pentacles in the hopes and fears position. She's going to get what she wants. She's definitely going to get what she wants. And AGT, I'm sorry, but baby, I got the Nine of Swords, and y'all gonna go through it. Y'all gonna go through it, and that ain't no skin off her back. She got what she wanted, and y'all gonna have to change and deal with it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you guys don't know this, but as I'm sitting here, I get text messages as we're live. So someone said, which I won't mention your name because you didn't give me permission, but they go, "Peace, Tracy. Interesting enough, you both got the King and Queen of Cups." I guess meaning, because that's the same network that Bill Cosby, Cancer, was trying to own.
Yep.
And she goes, and look where that landed him before his blow up. Shaking my head, just a thought. Now, and I've heard this before. I've heard, especially on IG with the cousins, I heard, oh, well, he tried to own NBC. You see what they do to a black man. You know what I mean? Like, there might be some truth in that. I'm not going to debate it today. I'm just saying, I'm going to put it on the table because someone just texted me and was like, yo, what if it was this? A black man trying to own NBC. To wrap this up, I want to be able to say, I don't know if this is Terry Crews and his nasty ass, so let's throw him in the garbage.
What was that card? The Queen of Wands?
It's the King of Wands.
Oh, the King of Wands. Okay. I thought you called him a...
No, I called him a nasty ass. And in the King of Wands, the king is sitting with his legs open, and you can kind of see some rumblings of his wee-wee underneath the cloth.
Yeah.
Nasty ass. Throwing a woman under a bus, which sometimes, unfortunately, our black men do not take care of black women. King of Wands, thank you, Desi. And can you see that looks like a wee-wee there?
Like his hand is in his pants. Like, wow. Yeah.
What?
Let me spotlight that, Desi. Hold on, because I want people to understand how we get somewhere sometimes. Starseed Revolution.
Sure.
Spotlight video. Look, his hand, stay still. His hand is underneath. What is that? What is that, Terry Crews? What is that?
He's jacking off.
Right. But it also could be, what is he willing to do to throw, hold on, let me get, what is he willing to do, and who paid him to throw a black woman? If we go on the totem pole, we're dead at the bottom, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And we're proving it through this movement. Everyone is talking about the plight of the black man. No one's talking about Breonna Taylor. The women on social media have to fight for somebody to remember Breonna Taylor or any of the women, because Sandra Bland is famous. But there are other women that have been harmed, all right? And so it's very typical for a black man to go, especially if the woman is spicy, especially if she's strong-willed, especially if she has a mouth of her own, especially if she says, no, I'm not doing that. And then he okey dokes over to their side.
Yep.
He does the dance over to their side. Listen, I'm not throwing him under the bus. He threw himself under the bus.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I think she was really happy. I think the minute she got there, she saw a lot of sneaky crap that was going on. A lot. I think she expressed it to some woman. I think that, you know, you're right. Money is coming in. I think NBC, this is NBC. They need to salvage what remains.
Yep.
They're definitely going to settle. Could this be her husband? Maybe this is her husband. All right? There's a woman and a man that there's a woman that turned her back on her. Like she appears this way. Totally turned her back on her. This could be NBC or this could be the money man. Either way, I got it as him giving up. Here.
I wonder if that's Simon Cowell.
Maybe. That could be Simon Cowell. He owns the show. He owns AGT.
What part was that?
I got it as
Simon Cowell.
King of Pentacles. But this time
Yeah, Simon Cowell.
He's a Libra?
Mm-hmm.
I got it as a money man, though. This
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
As opposed to a sign.
Mm-hmm.
So, with all that said and done, here's the thing that they don't seem to recognize. Not only were things going bad, she was documenting.
Yep. She had them receipts.
She has receipts. And she didn't even reveal the receipts. And it was much like the show Bombshell. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. I love that show. When it airs, in the end, after the Fox did all their investigating, it kind of looked like she was losing. And you see them, she gets on the phone and she goes, it's time. And what she came out with in terms of her receipts was audio of the action. She had audio of the events. He was that stupid and that greedy. And I think she walked away with like either 12 or $16 million. Gabrielle's got receipts.
Yeah.
They will sell.
So Tracy, that's what my page of sports is then.
Yes.
In the crowning is the information that's that's not all information, rather some information that everybody don't know, that only she knows. So that's what that page of Schwartz is.
Yes.
I know it was new information, but it was partly information, but I didn't know if it was her or them. Okay, so it's her with that information.
Out of the 4 pages, Swords is the one that doesn't have the best news.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She's gonna win this lawsuit.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be.
They're gonna give her something. You think they're gonna give her something on the show? You think she'll have part of the show?
You know, if she is a smart negotiator, why wouldn't she allow them to help her develop a show? Why wouldn't she? Like, I think that would be smart. They don't have enough.
Or get in there and clean up what they messing up, or get in there and clean up whatever. Yeah,
and
that's what I'm thinking.
Black shows, they got their token, but they don't have black essence. What if she's got a great idea? Why? They're business people. You know, they'll pay her and they'll be like, it's a business. Let's do something with your idea. That's a win-win for everybody. And they would be really smart to let her come on board. I think they're going to settle this very, very quietly. I think we're going to hear that they settled. I don't think that she's going to be able to say what it is. But you know, Gabrielle, she's going to be like, well, when you're not wrong, you're not wrong. She's going to say it in that way.
Right.
And then she's going to be like, listen, it's a business. Once the deal was over, I was like, hey, do you want to do this together? And they were like, hey, sure. But she's not going to say it's a part of the contract, you know, to pay her.
Right. I believe that.
I just feel like she's coming back. That's why I'll keep asking. Is she gonna be some part of something in there?
Got you.
That's why I was
I would love to see her come back. She's so ethnic and so pro-female and so powerful. Like, we need to see that. That's who we are. So we need to see that represented, you know, on public, you know, TV. We know what cable can do, but we want to see it on regular TV. I told my grandson, he was watching cartoons, and I was like, where's the black people?
Yeah.
Like, I will never stop. I will always inform him that you need to see yourself, always. And by the way, if you don't get to see yourself, you make sure you make yourself. You create a cartoon that's about you and your color and the way you think as an African-American child. Because it's different. And don't get it twisted. He goes to kids with white kids. He's going to have a balance. But don't forget me. Don't forget my color.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. So I would love to see her do a show, Erica. I believe you.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right, friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'd like to once again thank Erica O, Smurfy Who 44. I'd like to thank Callie, Apothecary, and I'd like to thank Erica B, Miss Intuitive Gem, and as always, I'd definitely like to thank Miss Tracey Brown.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys
And we
so
would
much.
like to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
How old are you? 25?
35. Today's my 35th birthday.
Listen.
Thank you.
Starseed Revolution is single. Contact me, Traceybrownlive.com. You gotta be a good man. You gotta be. That's all we're looking for. Let's all sing happy birthday to Desi.
Let's not. Let's not. We did.
We will. 1, 2, 3. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear
Starseed Revolution.
Starseed Revolution.
Y'all are so cute.
Birthday
Hey.
to you.
Thank you. You all are so cute. Thank you.
Hey, we're giving you a big hug because we're not there.
Thank you. I feel it.
Before we leave, I just want to talk about you being a Gemini. My daughter-in-law is a Gemini. I love Gemini.
I'm a Gemini.
Oh, Intuitive Gem is a Gemini. In my readings, I'm always getting Geminis pregnant. Sorry, guys.
True.
I ain't that one.
But I just wanted to remind people that we are in a revolution because of Geminis. Because a week before George Floyd passed away, literally a week before, everyone woke up fatigued, tired. I know I woke up in physical pain. I know people that were crying, and it was for no reason. It didn't make sense. When I checked with my astrologer at Geo Valentine, she said the only thing that I see is the Gemini sun and the Gemini moon. That's what I see. And I was like, yeah, but that doesn't make sense to me. I kept saying there is a shift in energy. I have it in text messages. I said something happened. There's a shift in energy. A week later, George Floyd expires on national TV for the world to see by three people kneeling on him. And I also think it's interesting that during the day, the protests are seemingly peaceful. At night, they're under chaos and fire. All of that is Gemini. Geminis are about communicating. You're either going to hear me peacefully or I will burn your house down. And you don't want to see, we all know Geminis, you don't want to see the flip side of a Gemini.
Wasn't Left Eye a Gemini?
Yes.
Didn't she burn her house down? Burn her husband's house down?
Boyfriend's house. There you go.
We ain't playing with y'all. We ain't gonna be playing with y'all no more.
So with
To her
that,
defense, she said,
what you say, Callie?
to her defense, she said it was an accident. I will always defend Lefty.
Okay. Listen, we are in a revolution because Geminis are standing up. They're communicators. It's also under the planet Mercury, which is a communication planet, but I also think it's a fire planet. It's a fierce planet. So we're in for some major change, and the only sign that could have handled this is Geminis. No other sign can create what's happening right now today.
You're right.
Again, the fist. The fist. Again, I love you all. Thank you. Thank you, America. Thank you, world, for supporting us all over the country. Thank you. Thank you, our white counterparts that understand, and the kids, I call you all kids. Man, these 20-year-olds, these 25, these 30-year-olds. Man.
They're doing it.
They're doing it.
Thank you, Generation Z. Thank you, Gen Z.
And now we finally know why they're here. Remember, we didn't know why they're here. We were like, the videotape kids. Like, you know, now we know. Look at the Generation Z kids. Damn.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Let me do a special shout out. I want to personally thank all the Amish people that have been protesting. That's right. In my life. Thank you, Amish.
Thank you, Callie.
Yep.
And Canada.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. All right, guys.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, Johnny. Love you, world.
Love you.
Love you, world. Thank you. No, it won't stop. It won't stop. God damn it. How did this happen? Damn it. Well, there you go. It won't stop. Notable Geminis: Patti LaBelle, Maxwell, Miss Lauryn Hill, Remy Ma, Tupac, Prince, Biggie Smalls, Miles Davis. Look at all these pioneer Geminis. Oh, somebody gave me $20. Thank you. Can I see who did that? Well, this isn't going to stop. I don't know how to make it stop now. All right. Let's see. You're alive? You guys saw it though, right? Yeah, they saw it because they were watching. All right, this may not upload, guys, because my phone. Heavy D was a Gemini? I love me some Heavy D. Oh my God, I miss him so much. I miss him so much. All right. I don't know how to get this to act right. So maybe it'll just stop on his own. Let's take a look. It may not upload. That's all right. We still had a good show. That's all that matters. What matters is that something came through. Prince, Biggie Smalls, Miles Davis, Havoc, I don't know that person, Faith Evans, Great Thinkers, Azealia Banks, which she's the crazy side of Gemini, so unfortunately, I don't know if I want to put her in the same category. Alekba, look at that. Alekba's a Gemini.
Wow.
What is that? No, it doesn't want to stop, Desi.
Okay, so turn the iPad off, and then it's forced to stop.
Yeah, but I might lose it.
What do you mean?
If I force it, then it may not save up an upload to YouTube.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh wait, maybe it was this. Hold on. Nope. Happy birthday, Desi, says Paris Jewel.
Thank you.
She said thank you.
I'm looking now. I'm like, how does it stop? Right up here.
I mean, you're right. I could force it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just force it to stop. Hang on, I have a package at my time.
Everything else works. If I turn it around to me, everything else works, just not.
Okay.
It's
Just
so.
got a package for my birthday. All right.
Just in time for your birthday from Florida.
Yes, it came from my parents.
See, they did remember to send it before on the date of your birthday, because you're a day ahead.
I know.
See?
And it's Sunday here, so the postal service delivered all week. So
They deliver on Sundays?
yes.
Wow.
It's a bunch of junk food I asked for because, Japan.
Listen, you're in Japan. That is a gift to get some junk food that you can't find here. What?
Exactly.
Oops. People's things are showing up on my screen. So embarrassing. All right.
Are you still watching?
Should I force it?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to force it closed, guys. Yes. And at this point, we did what we had to do. So we did a good